So I was thinking about this verse, you're all familiar with it, but as I was looking at my own heart, going through my journal, it's Proverbs 20:29. And I love the way NLT puts it, the New Living Translation. The glory of the young is their strength. I love that it uses glory and says that glory, the splendor, the brilliance is their strength. And then it says the gray hair of experience is the splendor of the old, right? Experience is the splendor of the old. But really where my heart went with that when I was looking back through my journal was, I felt very lost between. I can honestly tell you, I don't feel like the glory of my life is my strength. It feels like, no, that I'm not the younger man. But I don't feel like I'm the older man. You know, I don't feel like I'm the splendor of my life is experience and discernment and wisdom. And so I honestly feel in this place of, I'm less of a man than I used to be. And then I started thinking, well, that just doesn't sound right to me. That I'm less of a man than I used to be because I don't feel some of the strength and other things I used to feel. And the real danger of this is that we pull back, we isolate. We just say, even if we don't do it consciously, we just start pulling back. And not only from offering where it's needed, but obviously receiving. And so that they just go down together. I mean, they're attached. We second guess ourselves. So, but here's where I want to go. It's this verse that to me is astounding. You've seen it before, but let's look at it a different way. It's James chapter 1, verses 3 and 4, and you've seen it. So he says here, be assured and understand. Just hold that for a minute. Be assured and understand that the trial and proving of your faith brings out endurance and steadfastness and patience. But let endurance and steadfastness and patience have its full play, and do a thorough work so that you may be people perfectly and fully developed, with no defects, lacking in nothing. And what struck me about this was this idea of be assured and understand that that's what trials and hardships bring. They do. See, I can look at it and go, yeah, I can name some crap in my life, but I don't keep moving into, so what have I learned from it? And he's saying, listen, would you be assured, would you understand that you've gained, you are more now than you were before? Thinking about the verse again, right? Steadfast, endurance, patience. Steadfast literally means to be resolute, right? Unmovable, committed, steady. Man, I love those words, That's what I want to hear. Gary, you are resolute. You are unmovable. You are steady. I don't know of a guy who doesn't want to hear that. And he's saying, let me just assure you, you need to be assured that the trials you've gone through have made you, a man of endurance, steady, immovable, steadfast in other words. Endurance is, this definite endurance, the fact or power of enduring an unpleasant or difficult process or situation without giving way. Okay, that's really good, right? Unpleasant or difficult process. And then patience, the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, suffering without getting angry or upset. You may be thinking, you haven't done very well though. Yeah, I've been through trials. I haven't done very well. You're here, aren't you? Mm-hmm. You're literally in this room. You're literally still alive. You're still breathing. You're still moving forward. If you didn't care about moving forward, you wouldn't be in this room. You wouldn't. You're still pursuing, digging, hoping in your life. You're still trying to get the gift of God to fan it into flame and bring it to people. You've come through a lot and you're still here. You possess far more now, even though you feel like you've actually lost some of what you had before. You actually possess more. I possess more, and we have to live in that. We have to be assured of that and understand that, because we'll live out our belief. So Psalm 89:21, God says, I will steady him with my hand and strengthen him with my arm. My loyalty and love will be with him. Through me, he will be strong. This idea that God says, I'll steady you. I will make you a steady man. I will strengthen you, so you will be steady. And then that goes with this Psalm 112:7. So amazing, right? They won't be afraid of bad news. That's when we become unsteady. Personally, globally, whatever it is. Their hearts are steady because they trust in the Lord. To be a steady man. That's what it goes back to. Be assured and understand that the trials and tribulations you go through are going to make you steady, steadfast. You'll have endurance. You'll have patience. Yeah. You've all heard the expression, courage is not the absence of fear. So I'll learn to play this out a little bit farther. Maturity is not the absence of struggle. Faith is not the absence of doubt. Strength is not the absence of weakness. Success is not the absence of failure. Gains are not the absence of losses. Passion is not the absence of discouragement. Hearing God is not the absence of silence. Wisdom is not the absence of uncertainty. And I played this out for myself because I thought, well, again, this stuck place, right? Not the young man of strength, not the old man of wisdom and from experience. So where I feel is on the right side of this. Fear, struggle, doubt, weakness, failure, losses, discouragement, silence, uncertainty. And I felt like God said, so why do you think that makes the other untrue? And that's what made me think about that expression. Yeah, courage is not the absence of fear. And I thought, well, what's... And so, yeah, we feel those things. But what Paul is saying, I'm telling you, you've survived a lot. The things on the left are true, though you feel the things on the right. That's more reality to you. But the fact is, the reality is, you do have courage. There is maturity in your life. You've grown in maturity. You've grown in faith. You've grown in strength. You've grown in success, gains, passion, hearing God's voice and wisdom.